and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with Coach Leipold before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Jayhawks kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Bears offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. There's Khalil Valentine. We believe he's going to get the ball a lot, and they'll just keep feeding him as he gets stronger as the game goes on. Looking for room. It's Valentine. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success...
Here's a little room there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Valentine. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. The offense will get its first chance with the football. And here's a freshman that, despite not being highly recruited, has burst onto the scene. Young wideout who has played at a much higher level than his high school rankings would indicate. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finding some room. At the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air on second down. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Turns it on in midfield. He now has 63 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and those third and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a...
It's a running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cal. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Backed up now, here's second and long. Running inside, it's Marshall. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take up the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeps it on the option. Maybe some room here. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. The run inside. It's Thurman. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run it. It's Thurman. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's... Fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen...
Big guy tries to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Fires quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Going to get a stoppage here as there's an injured Cal Bear on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason, and injury this early in the year. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. There's a crease. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. They've been running it, but now the pass. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Perry. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Breaks a tackle, and he headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blood.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Tight end now in motion. Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He now has 115 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Valentine. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Golden Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Moving out to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Parker. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 9 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Coach Lightfoot told me coming out of the locker room, he is so frustrated with his defense right now. They've given up over 80 yards on the ground in that rushing attack. Known for their run game defense, they have got to be more stout at the line of scrimmage. The good news, they are running the ball well. The line of scrimmage has been dominant. He said, we've got to keep it going on offense and tighten things up defensively if we want to stay in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it on the counter. Hard-hitting tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Golden Bears sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Holly, thank you. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Running inside, it's Valentine. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches? I can't get inches. I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness. And I like the way they went and got the first down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Missed the connection on 2nd. Now looking at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gonna let it fly, and they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Thurman. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, on Cal's sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Oh, they're after him. Gets it to the back. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. They're working that left side. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Motion from the wide receiver. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Fields the punt, wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It's complete to the right and brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he'll be brought down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Going to the run, it's Valentine. Stopped in the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Rushes on him, and it's a sack.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D-end getting that sack.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead. Going to get a stoppage here as there's an injured Cal Bear on the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Goes to the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Looking left. And, oh, the ball's out after that big play. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man down the middle. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Going to get a stoppage here as there's an injured Cal Bear on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. And they're able to get him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down. That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
To the air, it's Marshall. Pressure coming. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Touchdown, Kansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team their allotted credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
The old coaching cliche.